Tyndall lock picker here, TOP for short. As I've stated in my previous video, I'm a newbie. I know very little about lock sport. As I said, this was the first lock I bought to practice on. Master lock number 5. Big, bulky, easy to fill the pins, and I got this one open, no problem. But today what I got for you, new purchase. We're going to open it. Got a Sparrows Revolver and a reload kit. We're going to open this up, see what we got going on. I figured, did a lot of looking, and I figured this was probably the best practice lock. It's a progressively harder lock, but it also can be repinned, and I can learn how to do that. So let's see what we got here. Okay. Well, with the reload kit, I had the option of pinning tweezers, which I went ahead, since I don't have any proper pinning tweezers, I went ahead and got those. I've been using some just basic thin tweezers, and the ridges on these are pretty pronounced. So the few locks that I have tried to, gut, these have worked fairly well. But I figured I'd get a set with the rounded end to hold the pins. So I got the option with the reload. I probably eventually get me a full-size set, but for now, that's what I'm working with. Okay, I'm going to assume, revolver. Let's bust this open and see what we got going on. What is it? Let's see if I can get this out of here. It's a nice little case right here. Boom. Get this out of the way. That's pretty nice. It's got the Sparrows logo with the coffin on it. Little tin. So we can get this open. Come on. A couple of extra hex screws, extra springs, security pins. We could see these here. Let me get my little. Maybe this will make it a little easier to see. Got some spool pin, serrated pin. There's a mushroom pin right there above my finger. Looks like a standard pin right there. Alright. Here's the key with the appropriate key pins. Extra key pins. And a hex wrench. That's nice. I like this little case. That's pretty neat right there. Okay. A couple extra springs, because I'm sure, me being a newbie, most likely like many of us, we've mangled a few springs. Alright. Let's actually check out the revolver itself. This is just the neatest idea. Ooh, That's pretty hefty right there. Solid brass. It's got the retaining pin and everything, just like a slag lock, if I'm not mistaken. But it's got its core. And one of them is supposed to be marked. It doesn't look like. Yeah, there it is, right there. Oh, sorry, it was out of frame. Right there. This is going to be all standard pins. It's supposed to be, even though it has 6 stacks, only 5 have pins. That's where all the extra pieces are. They send you the extra spring and key pin and driver pin to make it a 6 pin lock. But as you pick it and turn the core, it goes to the next stage, which is I forget which one it is. I think these would be, is it spool or serrated? And then the next one, and then the next one. And it's a good practice, like the fact that they built it like this, you can hold it in your hand, and it's ergonomic, so to speak. That thing's hefty right there. I mean, I knew it was solid brass, but I wasn't expecting, there's the key. Little Sparrows logo on it. Okay. I have seen videos, I'll say this, I've seen videos of this one, and they say, if we can see that the bottom of the plug where the keyway is, that it was getting, that when you go to spin it, the bottom of the plug would catch on the pins on the opposite side. Doesn't seem to be a problem on this one. And I've watched the video on how to fix that, I guess, and everything. Either this one is not doing it, or they have since went back and actually fixed that issue. Not sure. But this one doesn't seem to be catching, as they say. But me being new, I figured this would be one of the best training aids out there. Everybody who's, all the videos I've seen talking about this, the opening videos, they all say that this was a very good product, very, hours worth of training, so to speak, because of all the versatility. And that's one of the reasons I chose to get the Sparrows Revolver. It's because their company, all their products are made to be interchangeable. You could get the Revolver, or the other option was the progressive locks, and it was like 4 locks, and one was 2-pin, one was 3-pin, one was 4-pin, and I believe the other was 5-pin. And they're all interchangeable parts, which I thought was really interesting. But this one seemed to have the most options. So that's what I got. And the reload kit. And I don't have a proper pinning mat. I've been using a piece of wood with some grooves cut in it, which is not the best thing, because I can't even get this thing open, because pins have a tendency to bounce on that piece of wood, and it doesn't have the raised edge. Come on. Here, let's just do this. Okay. This is the same metal case. Same style anyway. Just slightly bigger. This is supposed to have extra pins and 4 extra keys, and it's supposed to be, if I'm not mistaken, 2 little miniature pinning mats, which is one of the reasons I got this. Yeah, there they are right there. Whew. And they label it as a resin follower, because I don't have a proper follower. But this will come in nicely. I've been gutting locks very carefully without one of these. This is going to make it a lot easier. But, whew, look at all them. Security pins, mushroom pins, spool pins. That's all it is. Just a bag of security pins. Looks like we got a spool pin right here and a mushroom pin. Looks like a serrated pin. Oh yeah. Extra springs. Extra springs. Ooh. I forgot about this little inclusion. This is, what they call this? The kings and queens, or the chess pins or something. There's a couple of fully serrated pins in there. But these other ones, I forget exactly, do they call them the chess pins or the kings and queens? I forget exactly the term they've dubbed them. But the reason is, it's because they look like chess pieces. So I imagine I'm nowhere near this level, but I have the tools to practice with. But yeah, hours of boogering me up right there, I'm sure. Okay, what we got here? Retaining pin. There's a retaining pin. Is that what all that is? More springs. Keys with appropriate driver pins. Key pins. And the different colors signifies the bidding on the, if we can get this up there. I know it's kind of hard to see with all them pins in there. The color of the key signifies the bidding. It's not. The bidding of the key itself. It's supposed to be like high, low, high, which makes it more difficult to get your pick around. That one looks pretty standard right there. But this one's got some highs and some lows. And I believe the black one is supposed to be a 6-pin. And a blue one. And it's got all the appropriate pins in it. The pinning mats. Now granted, these things are a little small, but they will serve the purpose. Especially considering I've been gutting locks without a proper pinning mat. So I have gotten into the habit of being very careful with this. So, the small size of this will come in handy. But yep, there we go. That's your revolver kit and the reload kit that came with it. And the optional 99mm pinning tweezers. But there you go. I'll say this, out of all the, like I said in the beginning, I'll emphasize again, out of all the training locks and things, now, just like many of you out there, I've got the clear acrylic locks, you know, and they're good. They're good just to kind of wet your feet, if you will. But we all know that they don't, because it's acrylic, it doesn't act like a real lock. And I did a lot of looking and a lot of asking questions and, you know, seeing what company offered what and whatever. And this was my final decision, this revolver. Because like I said, it's 4 locks in one, and it can be taken on the go. And you can repin it with all the pins, and the reload kit and all that. This right here, I don't know. I know very little. I'm still learning to interpret the feedback when I pick a lock. But this right here, I think is going to help me get better. We'll just put it that way. But I'll most likely make a video down the road of me picking this and me gutting it. But if anybody's got any comments, any tips, or any other training locks you'd like to suggest, please comment below. But I'll end this one like I end them all. Keep it safe, keep it legal, and good picking. TLP out.